to focus again on the white magic, to focus on the miracle, to focus on the wholeness, and not to keep looking for a problem. And so she stopped doing that, and she's healed. She's completely healed herself. And I share that with you because so many of us on this planet can relate to these things where we're told that something is incurable or something is forever, or we have a psychic come up to us and they say, you know, you have a dark aura, and if you don't come and see me and you don't let me work with you and give me money, then you're going to have this curse and you're going to die young and all this crap. And they say these things because they're manipulating people through their own fear. And what I'm here to just blow the lid off of is any psychic, any human that tells you they're psychic or tells you they're a healer, or just it could be your mom or grandma, I don't care. They tell you that something is destined for you and it scares you and it feels fearful. Do not listen to them unless you want to co-create that with them. If a doctor comes up to you and says you have 6 months to live, screw that shit. You take your power back and you decide if you live or die. Because all of you are souls that are infinitely powerful, infinitely magical. And if you let a doctor tell you you have 6 months to live and you agree with it, it's like you hand over your wand. Here's my wand, doctor. I surrender all power, all sense of responsibility. Damn it, I'm going to die. And then you go and you start preparing to die. And that is not something you have to do. If you want to leave the form, most souls will choose sickness as a way to leave their form. So they will manifest some kind of disease or problem so that they can leave their form. So when I watch people that are bringing on cancers or different problems, and I watch from a soulful healer's perspective, I see a soul that is terrified of life, that is terrified of claiming their own power, of loving themselves, and of taking their power back. And so they are finding a very slow, more cowardly approach to suicide. And I don't say that to shame anyone. It's just truly what's going on. A soul that goes and just shoots themselves with suicide, that is someone who's just like, I'm done. And they're choosing it and they're out. And I don't celebrate that at all. But that is a swift form of leaving the body. A soul that gets sick and that takes on the sickness, the martyrdom energies, this is a slow way that a soul will choose that same suicide approach, which is, I don't want to be here in my power. I'm terrified of life. And so I'm going to just shrivel up and die and leave my form. And so if we can look at how each of us has this power, we hold the wand. Every one of you listening holds your own wand. And if you're not holding your wand and you've given it to a doctor or your husband or your best friend or your sister or your grandma, whoever it is, your boss, you need to take it back, because no one on this planet holds your power unless you hand it over. And if each of us woke up to that awareness today, woo, what would shift on this planet? If we all really spoke our truth and we're like, hell no, you're not controlling me. No, I will not tolerate abuse another day. And we let the fear go. We let the old program that we've been conditioned to believe in just drop away, dump that out, and allow this new uploading to happen. We are magical magicians, every one of us. The clients I'm working with, I see them shifting their careers. I see them shifting their relationships, calling in their soulmates. I see them healing past wounds and pain of abandonment. I see them healing diseases that doctors say can't be cured. I am seeing it all. And I am writing a freaking book. And so when that book is done, I will let you know. But I am saying this because I am watching and I have awareness as a healer. I'm seeing magic and miracles every single day. And I am here to inspire each of you to start looking for them and to start co-creating them with me, with consciousness, and stop being caught up in that old program of fear. And if you really feel like you can't get past it, contact me. Do not procrastinate another day. Don't let money be an excuse. Don't let time be an excuse. Don't let your age be an excuse. The straight up truth is, you either are going to choose to be in your power and make these changes, and you're going to be an amazing soul that has great influence, or you are going to procrastinate and self-sabotage again and again. And don't think that people don't see what you're doing. We see what you're doing. You see what you're doing. The thing is are you done doing it? Are you done with sabotaging? Are you done with struggling? Because if you are, there are souls like my own that we love nothing more than to help you shift that. We love nothing more than to prove those doctors wrong and to prove to you how freaking magnificent and amazing you are, and to help you get on the path of your soul's alignment. That is the whole purpose for my being here. It brings me such excitement and pleasure to watch souls transform before my eyes and release all that insecurity, all the fear, all the lack, and to become these amazing souls that are, doing and fulfilling their dreams and loving their life. That is what we're here to do. We are here to thrive. We are not here to survive. We are not here to crawl around on our belly. We're here to fly and soar. Every freaking last one of us are here to shine. And that is what I'm on the planet to do. And I would like nothing more than to assist any of you who are ready. And so I'm going to stop there and see if anybody's writing in, because I was pumped. Anybody writing in?
Mayan says, Tanya and I think Honey Girl was saying aloha to her too, and four-legged Ohana on Maui when she barked.
There you go. That we can believe that's it. So she definitely had something to say. So absolutely. Anything else coming in?
Nope.
Well, I'm so glad that Mayan and Tanya are tuning in. Mwah! Blessings, girls. So good to have you. And Honey Girl is doing awesome. I got to say this since they're listening. I went on a run with her this morning, and I took her to this nature trail called Kleinline, and she kicked both of our butts. Like, we were hauling. She gave me the workout of my life. So it was awesome. And then when we got home, I let her in the house, and she just runs through the house, like slides through the wood floors, comes running into the living room, jumps on the couch, runs up the stairs, comes back. She did this for like 5 minutes, just flying through the house. And while she's doing it, I'm singing it. She's a maniac. And it was so funny because she was just running around. But it was just like we were so high from that nature time and that exercise. And I feel like she was just like so excited and thankful for it. So just wanted to share that with you girls. Let's see. Where did I leave off at? Okay, so what I'm going to read to you now, and that was in this blog, is I was channeling Archangel Ariel I think it was yesterday or the day before in meditation, and I feel like this message is so powerful, and so I wanted to share it with all of you listening, and to help you understand, because in the workshops that I lead, I help the students understand that the angels are not something just like out there, far away, separate from us. And I think that as we start to understand, who is Archangel Ariel? How do I connect with Archangel Ariel's essence? If I think of her as this faraway, distant being that I have to call in and hope she's listening, this is going to be one level of that connection. But if I understand that Archangel Ariel is actually a higher aspect of my own soul, that in the ocean of the soul, she and I are one, then I can really realize that she is a part of me and that she can speak through me, she can heal through me, she can teach through me, inspire through me. So if we can understand that the angels are not something far away, but they're actually a part of our own consciousness, I feel like that link might help some of you click into place what needs to click so that you stop feeling like it's a struggle and you start to just relax and allow and let them speak through you, let them teach through you, let them heal and paint and create through you, and just watch what happens. So I'm going to read you the message. It's interesting because we're having a lightning storm right now. We rarely do. So there is some powerful energy happening out there. I just saw lightning. Okay, so sometimes we are tested and pulled. We must remember to stay strong and authentic as all around us begins to shift and change. Archangel Ariel calls each of us to hear her, to invoke her, and to remember that you are all incredibly powerful beings of light. She encourages daily stillness and connection with nature and the infinite source to assist you in staying grounded and rooted within your own true authentic self. She invites a stance of ease and gracefulness as you bend, become, and flow. As we courageously surrender to divine forces, there may be times where we must surrender and live with great faith and trust. Times where our flexibility and fluidity with power will powerfully serve us as well as others. Oops, I just clicked off of my thing. Okay. As well as others. Where did I just go? Sorry, I accidentally clicked on the picture. Okay. Okay, so as we courageously surrender to divine forces, there may be times where we must surrender and live with great faith and trust. Times where our flexibility and fluidity will become powerfully serving us as well as others. We all have inner truths that we know are worthy of our patience in standing our ground, regardless of what those around us may believe or choose. These are the truths worthy of our honor and integrity throughout our lives and beyond. So kind of think about how each of you have this deep feeling of trust and truth and soul mission. And patience is vital. There may be things that you just know are worth standing your ground for, and they may not come quickly. They may be something that's a process. Think of Gandhi's life. Think of Nelson Mandela. Think of Mother Teresa. Think of Jesus. Like, there's all these beings who have come that have been very enlightened, and they had to be very patient. Susan B. Anthony, her whole life was spent in courtrooms fighting for women's rights that she never got to see happen in her own life. So we got to think about, when we're pioneers of a shift and a movement, patience is vital. So if we are too urgent to make it happen, we can actually destroy the very process that we're working on. But when we surrender and we trust and we flow, I think of the sea turtle, the totem of the sea turtle. There is this beautiful fluidity of trust and flow, and it, in fact, will get you where you need to be much quicker than when you try to push and force your way. So think of how each of us can embrace that in our own life. What is it that you really stand for? Know what that is, and have the courage, the power, and the patience to stand your ground when it's time. You know inside of yourself when it's time to hold your ground. Archangel Ariel has been often referred to as the lioness of God. Listen as she sounds her mighty roar for truth within yourself. She is a mighty warrior of light, a bringer of truth and great courage. She invites you to listen to the calling of her within you as you stand strong and true and trust in yourself fully. You absolutely know when you must stand strong in your life and not be swayed. True strength is often found in our gentle power and courage. There is no need for resistance, fear, or stubborn behavior. This is often the calling of the wounded egoic voice. It is vital that you recognize the difference. You are each more powerful, capable, and courageous than you may realize. Trust that your strength and gentle, loving power are very much needed at this time. Your alignment with your truth and power will protect your deepest dreams and assist you with joyous manifestation. Allow yourself to answer the calling of Archangel Ariel as you trust in your deepest knowing and stay true to yourselves, beautiful souls. As you stand firmly upon the earth, affirm aloud to the universe. And so if you guys want to do this, you could stand up right now with me. I'm all about doing things in the now. So, you know, wherever you are, if you feel safe to say it out loud, go for it. Otherwise, say it in your mind. But what you can state to the universe is, I am a beautiful, powerful, courageous being of love and light. I choose constant awareness and alignment for the goodness of all life. I remain steady and powerful in my soul's highest calling as I invoke the great power and protection of Archangel Ariel. So I'm just going to pause there and see. Anybody got any comments on that? Amnon? Hello?
Hello? Hello?
So do I have a caller?
Hello? So do I have a caller? This is Tanya.
Hey, Tanya, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Great.
We're calling you from Maui.
Awesome. I miss it already. It's been raining the last couple of days. I'm like, man, I miss Maui, and I really
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Okay.
Tanya,
Yes.
look at the bottom of the video on the right. There is a speaker. Click it.
Okay.
That way it gets rid of the feedback.
Okay.
Did you click
Is
it?
that better?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yes.
Yay. Yeah, I was just saying that this morning I was like, man, I